What's up, man? It's your big brother K-Rino. K-Rino. Just sitting here reflecting, man. Um, just thinking about a lot of things that's been going on in the world. Just thinking about the macrocosm and the microcosm of life. The microcosm is the microcosm really only a matter of perspective, because I'm going off subject a little bit. I just started thinking about this, like, because what people may perceive to be micro may be macro to somebody else. I'm just tripping with myself, but just thinking about things that have been taking place and why we do a lot of the things that we do, why we think a lot of the ways that we think, and of course those thoughts manifest themselves into actions, whether they be good or bad. The positive thoughts eventually lead to positive actions, and the negative thoughts lead to negative actions. Um, it's a saying that says you are what you eat, and of course, every time we hear that, we start to relate relate that in a physical form, in terms of actual physical food. And it's a fact that the things that we physically place into our body essentially become a part of our physical makeup. So if you're eating bad foods, eventually what's on the inside starts to take shape on your outside. So you start to look, you start to get bigger, you start to be sicker. Your skin tone starts to reflect that which you've been putting into your anatomy in a negative way. You start to develop health problems. But you are what you eat also relates to mental food. And mental food are the thoughts that you allow to enter your mind, and that you allow to formulate and process in your mind, and you allow them to dwell in your mind. And when you start to take in a lot of negative energy, negative mental energy, that also begins to manifest itself in different ways in your actions. And the mental affects the physical. And that's something that a lot of us don't know, that negative thoughts take the form of physical problems. Stress cells start to develop in the body, and you become physically sick when there is an overload of bad mental energy. What am I talking about? I'm talking about how we can sometimes view other people's successes and other people's accomplishments with envy, with hatred, with resentment, as opposed to looking at other people's accomplishments and blessings in a positive light. To look at those who have been blessed by God to achieve certain goals in their life, and instead of being congratulatory, we find ourselves upset about it. We find ourselves mad about it. We got to change that thought process, because it doesn't affect the person that you're being envious of. It affects you. If you are upset with somebody's blessing, with somebody's accomplishments, that's a you problem. If you can look at someone from a distance and say, how come they are ascending? How come they are winning and I'm not? Then you are actually burning off energy that can be used to accomplish your own goals. And we see it every day. Minister Farrakhan once said that envy is the mother of murder. So think about that for a second. That to have that envious spirit, if you allow that spirit to blossom and bloom and grow, then eventually that spirit takes the form of action. And if it reaches a point to where it becomes so uncontrollable in your head, then you run the risk of acting on it and eventually taking somebody out. There are so many people who have killed and robbed and jacked and stole from other individuals because that individual has something that you wanted. You had something that they wanted, and they took it upon themselves not to go and work for it, but to come and take it from you. We have to get out of that mindset, man. We have to put our focus on getting our own work done, putting our own time in, and having faith and belief that our work will be rewarded with the success that we set out to do. Everything in the universe begins with a thought. This camera that I'm looking at when I'm talking to y'all, it was once an idea in somebody's mind. The phone devices you carry, the TV you watch, the radio, the car you drive, the plane you fly in, the pencil, the pen you write with, the child that you hold in your arms, everything that has a physical makeup was once a thought. And somebody had to have the belief and the faith and the knowledge in their own mind to say, this thing that I have in my mind, I'm going to bring it to fruition to where I'm actually holding something tangible in my hand. No matter what it is, you can look around in your room right now, I don't care if it's a picture on the wall, the rug, whatever it is, somebody had to come up with the idea and the concept of it. Same with a CD. Have a CD. Those songs, those tracks, those concepts, the plastic case, the shrink wrapping on it, the picture on the cover, all of that was a thought. Give credit to those who take the time to bring their thoughts to life and then share those thoughts with the world. That's the beauty of life. Don't be mad. Figure out what it is that you can do, because it's something you can do that nobody else can do. You just got to figure it out. Don't spend time dwelling on his gift or her gift. Find out what yours is and work it to the fullest. We talk about the root of envy and how to eliminate it. Pray and ask God to reveal your gift to you and how you can make it work for you. Because some people know they talent, but they still don't use it. So let's get that right, man. I just had it on my heart to tell y'all. Peace.